Welcome to Living English at the Houston Public Library, a 25-lesson language learning program that focuses on how you work, play, and interact with others in your everyday life. Hello everyone, Ryan Bowden here from the Houston Public Library. Welcome to Living English at HPL. Today we're going to be talking about dreams and goals, whether your dream is to own a house one day, or you have a goal of climbing a mountain or running a race. Or maybe your goal is to better your English skills. If so, grab a pen and notebook and let's get started. So, what is the difference between a dream and a goal? Well, a goal has a plan, whereas a dream is usually more of a thought. So, goal has a plan, a dream is more of a thought. When you talk about your dreams and goals, some people might want to discourage you. They want to stop you from achieving your goals. Other people want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to keep practicing your English. You could also be a failure or a success when it comes to your goals. Failure means you do not achieve your goals. If you're a success, you do achieve it. You can make it happen. Goals can be realistic or they can be unrealistic. So if my goal today is to read a book, that's realistic. If I set aside some time, I can sit down and I could read a whole book. Could I write a book today? That's pretty unrealistic. Not impossible, it would be a very short book, but that is an unrealistic goal. It will most likely not happen. Unrealistic. Let's practice this. If I wanted to save some money, which of these would be a realistic goal for me, given maybe a year or a few years? What would be a realistic amount of money that I could save? Pause the video, try for yourself. Well, that's probably more unrealistic. If that's realistic for you, I'm very impressed. But for most people, that's going to be unrealistic. Right here, this is more realistic. If you set aside your money, if you save, then you could get a decent amount of money. I'm not sure how much that is, but it looks like a lot to me. I don't know. Let's talk about short-term and long-term goals. A short-term goal is something you can accomplish right now or very soon. So in, say, a week. So if I wanted to read a book this week, I could do that. That's easy. We talked about that earlier. Now, if I wanted to read 100 books, I couldn't do that in a week. That's more of a long-term goal. But if I gave myself 1 year, I could read 100 books. That is a long-term goal. I need more time to get that done. Let's practice this one. If you like to garden, if you like to plant plants and vegetables and fruits and all kinds of fun things, which of these would be a good short-term goal, and which of these is more of a long-term goal? Go ahead and pause the video and try that. Well, that one right there is probably a short-term goal. You could accomplish that. This right here is going to be more long-term. To plant all of those things and then give them time to grow and take care of them, that's going to take a long time. So that is a long-term goal. All right, so let's practice with these new words. I'd like you to choose the correct word in these sentences. 1, learning English is a realistic or unrealistic goal. 2, the teacher is trying to encourage or discourage the student. 3, the sign is trying to encourage or discourage using a phone. 4, if I reach my goals, then I will be a failure or a success. And then 5, learning a new language is a short-term or long-term goal. Pause the video, take a second, choose the correct word. All right, how'd we do? Learning English is a realistic goal. You can do this. If you practice and you give yourself enough time, it is very realistic. The teacher is trying to encourage the student. The teacher wants the student to succeed, wants the student to be creative with their drawing. The sign is trying to discourage phone use. No phones allowed. Stop using your phone. If I reach my goals, I will be a success. And then finally, learning a new language, well, it is realistic, but it's a long-term goal. You're going to have to give yourself some time and some effort to make that happen. Great job. Now, we've got our vocabulary. We're going to try something called a conditional sentence. There are many types of conditional sentence. We're going to focus on one today. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, if something happens, I will do this. What do I mean by that? Well, if something happens, a condition, then there will be a result. So if I go to the store today, I will buy some apples. We have my if clause. If I go to the store, I will buy, that's my verb, buy some apples. You can also say it the other way. You can say the result first. So you can have the result plus the if clause. I will buy some apples if I go to the store. Both of these sentences mean the same thing. If I do something, then something else will happen. Or something will happen if I do something else. All right, now let's try this. Conditional sentences and goal setting. I'd like you to try and create your own conditional sentence. Set a goal. Set a goal for this week. One goal for this week. What can you do? Then I'd like you to set a goal for 1 month. And then try to set a goal for 1 year, a big goal. I'll give you a second. Go ahead and pause the video and try to write out 3 goal sentences using conditional sentences we just practiced. Okay, let's see how we did. Well, for me, if I read 50 pages every day, I will finish my book this week. For a month, if I run 4 miles every day for a month, I will be more healthy. And that's something I really need to do. And then finally, for a year, if I save my money for a whole year, I'm going to go on my dream vacation. So if I save money for a whole year, I'll have enough money to go on a vacation. But I don't have enough money right now. So you can see that we have short-term goals, we have long-term goals, and all of them can be made using conditional sentences. So if you didn't do it quite right, go back, try again, and we'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Living English at HPL. Have a great day.